INNCO applied to be accredited as observers, and in fact, despite the fact that INNCO have been accredited by the United Nations for the NCDs, we've been refused. And we cannot get a reason. As Kim said, there is no reason. And I think it's Atacumba Fritz has sent no less than 10 separate letters and emails and telephone calls, and they have refused to explain why INNCO has been, in brackets, not recommended. But they are going to vote today, aren't they?
Yes.
To confirm or not.
They're claiming that either we're not international, we're not working on an international level, we're paid by tobacco companies, which we aren't, and it's the things that they're giving as a reason is bullshit.
Yeah. But
so we should have been able to appeal.
But
no way.
We have been chasing them since August 10th. The recommendation was published online August 9th. I filed a complaint August 10th asking for an explanation as to why they are recommending us for rejection. We have been pushing them, sending them emails several times every week, registered posts, telephone calls, emails, nothing. We don't get any replies at all. On Friday, though, at 4 minutes past close of business, I got an email from the Swedish government, the delegation that are in here now, basically saying that they are going to vote to have us ejected.
Okay.
Yes, they are voting to have us ejected. They are mandated to argue for even more stringent application of the 5.3.
Yep.
Basically, that's snubbing us,
Yep.
saying that we're tainted, and
Tainted by what?
well, what they said was 5.3. So all of the other reasons, at least according to Sweden, are not applicable to us. Applicable to us is 5.3, which we can prove is not applicable to us. So basically, but we have not been given a chance to defend ourselves, to explain, to show, nothing. Zip, bupkis.
And why do? I think the thing is, Atacum, is that we actually are representing, the whole idea, the United Nations mandates that they be transparent, and we are representing consumers from all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
So
We receive no money from tobacco. All we are is people saying we believe that smokers deserve to have the truth and the option of switching to something, a safer nicotine product that is significantly safer than combustible tobacco. I mean, it's just that simple. I think they regard anyone who suggests anything to do with nicotine is basically an enemy, even if it's significantly safer. Unfortunately, unlike, let's say, AIDS, or many things to do with drugs, needles, etc., which is established as a harm reduction principle, they will not accept tobacco harm reduction.
Right.
That's it.
And that despite that 1G says that harm reduction is part of the tobacco control.
Yeah.
Unless you read the Swedish version.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah. But they won't accept tobacco harm reduction. I mean, that really is it. And therefore we're a threat, and therefore we have to be ejected because we are actually against what they believe in.
Yeah. And in absolute terms, harm reduction in tobacco is of course going to have a massively larger positive effect than in drugs or in AIDS. Because basically AIDS we have pretty much under control. We don't have it under control, but the situation is better. But with 7 million dead a year and $2,000 billion of societal costs globally, I mean 10% of that is fantastic.
It really is millions of lives that are at stake, and these people behind us here are going to be gambling on our lives and smokers' lives, and we will probably not be able to do anything because nobody will hear them speak. The media will not be allowed to be in. We will not be allowed to be in. The consumers, the stakeholders, we represent millions. We will not be allowed to have any say at all.
Yeah.
We must be the largest group of stakeholders, and that includes smokers. Okay,
Right.
because they have. It's not a crime. I mean, cigarettes are legal everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
That are not given any voice whatsoever, and it is, frankly, it's shameful.